A few days ago, we talked about Tesla's history and how they made it to the top of the electric vehicle world. The past few quarters have been tough for Tesla, with many things influencing investors' thoughts about the company's future. The latest earnings have seen Tesla being the winner of the debate about the company's performance. Many have been blaming Elon Musk's focus on Twitter for the price drop. Others strongly believe the not-so-positive estimations of analysts, and others are influenced by the social media noise. All of them may sound threatening for Tesla, but is that all? Let's dive into the latest news about Tesla and find out what are the plans for 2023. The past couple of years have been a roller coaster for Tesla with many ups and downs. Before we discuss about Tesla's performance, it is necessary to remind the stock's performance. On the 1st of January 2021, the price was $264, which was the all-time high of the company. That didn't last long, as a new all-time high was reached on the 1st of November 2021, with one stock of Tesla being $381, an amazing achievement for Tesla. On the 25th of August 2022, there was a 3-to-1 stock split. That means that for every one stock an investor was holding, they would receive 2 more, making them 3. On the other hand, the stock's price was reduced to 1/3 of its price, making it accessible to more investors. That would mean that the stock's price should have skyrocketed as more people would be tempted to buy shares of Tesla. But on the contrary, that was the beginning of the stock's downfall. Just before the end of 2022, the stock was as low as $123, marking a massive decrease and losing the investors' trust. But how did that happen? How can the pioneer of EVs fall so short? Let's find out. There are 4 main reasons that explain this decline in Tesla's price. The first is obvious. The global economy faced many challenges the past couple of years, from high electricity prices to the war in Ukraine, from the increase of interest rates to high inflation, and from COVID measures to delays in the supply chain. That led to the stock market being heavily hit in 2022, and that didn't exclude the auto industry. Every single automaker saw stock prices go down. Major players like General Motors and Ford fell some 40%, and startups like Rivian and Lucid dropped more than 80%. The second reason is the rising competition. Familiar names such as Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi, as well as startups like the above-mentioned, are starting to cut into the territory of Tesla's pricier models. The next reason was the purchase of Twitter by Elon Musk. He had to sell billions of dollars of Tesla shares to fund his Twitter takeover, which hurt the stock. That directly translated to both a drop of the stock's price and the loss of investors' trust to him, as they could see him focusing more and more on Twitter than Tesla. The last reason was actually the price of the stock itself. It was simply overpriced, and it's now trading at more realistic levels, a price correction, as analysts say. As stated before, the growing number of competitors are threatening Tesla's global EV dominance and putting it in an unfamiliar position: defense. That pressure has forced the company to cut prices drastically in an effort to spark new demand for its cars. That really was a big announcement, as the decrease was up to 20% for some models, with each region having different price cuts. The Model Y now comes with a price of $52,990 following a price drop of $13,000. That brings the price below a $55,000 price cap required to qualify for the revamped federal EV tax credits, giving it an effective price for eligible buyers of $45,490. Furthermore, Model 3's price was reduced by $3,000 to $43,990. Despite the bad sentiment of investors, Tesla managed to outperform all of the expectations at the Q4's report. It scored a better earnings per share and a better revenue than the Wall Street was expecting. This comes handy with the latest report from Tesla's CEO, who informed the shareholders and analysts on Wednesday that, thus far in January, we've seen the strongest orders year to date than ever in our history. We are currently seeing orders of almost twice the rate of production. That was enough for the price to go green for the first time after many months, and for investors to feel safe that Tesla is yet again worth their investment. For 2023, Tesla has set some goals that aim to both increase profits and also increase productivity. To be more precise, Musk has stated that he wants to achieve an increase up to 50% each year for years to come. This can be achieved with their plan to build a new $10 billion factory in Mexico, which would be their sixth. Tesla plans to make about 1.8 million cars in 2023, up from about 1.37 million produced in 2022. The second goal is to finally start the mass production of Cybertruck.
Welcome to the Cybertruck unveil,
whose production was scheduled to start in 2021. To achieve that, they are ramping up capacity at the Texas Gigafactory with a $775 million expansion in order to increase Model Y production and start churning out Cybertrucks, hoping to even deliver a few of them by the end of the year. Additional details will be released at the firm's Investor Day on March 1st. Last but not least, one of the hottest goals of Tesla's list is the Model 3 revamp, otherwise known as Project Highland. The revamped Model 3 is expected to introduce updates to the all-electric sedan's interior, infotainment system, and other crucial features. As the global crisis and supply chain restrictions start to ease, things will get better and better for the EV colossus. That, combined with the reduced prices of cars, can be a key factor for Tesla to keep up with a good performance for 2023. Tell us your opinion about Tesla in the comments below. Do you believe there will be an increase of sales based on the recent announcements? Where do you see the stock's price in the future? Thank you for watching our video. We hope that you enjoyed it. Liking it will help us keep on producing more quality content, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.